Our Lucas Tomlinson is at the White House with the very latest. Hello, Lucas.
Good morning, Aisha. At the White House, Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt had a blunt message to Democrats from the podium yesterday.
This is our message to Americans in Democrat-run cities nationwide. Decline is a choice. You don't have to live in constant fear of being robbed, raped, or murdered. Your leaders are lying to you, and they have been failing you for decades.
Here in the nation's capital, Aisha, crime has been reduced after those reinforcements were calling to hit the streets. Here's the latest numbers. Over 1,300 arrests have been made since the operation started this month. 9 gang members have been arrested, 5 missing children rescued. Over 130 illegal weapons have been seized, and to date, 50 homeless encampments have been cleared. President Trump firing off a late-night post, quote, "Carjacking in D.C. is down 87%. All other categories of crime are likewise down massively since I got involved. D.C. will soon be a crime-free zone in only 14 days, far faster than scheduled. Thank you for your attention to this matter." As you mentioned, California Governor Gavin Newsom wants suppression teams, though not the National Guard, called in. He thinks these teams have already had luck in some cities around the state with crime problems. Here's Newsom explaining it yesterday.
Crime's an issue, and we want to tackle it, and we continue to do more in that space. And we announced and highlighted some of the expansion. What is not contradictory, respectfully, is that we're doing it in partnership with our local communities. We did it in partnership with the Biden administration prior. We're not talking about the nationalization, the militarization of the Guard and militarizing United States cities.
Now, as far as the National Guard hitting the streets of Chicago, President Trump in a post yesterday just said, stay tuned. Aisha?
Okay, Lucas Tomlinson at the White House for us. Lucas, thank you. Well, Chicago's crime crisis has hit close to home for our Fox News political analyst, Gianno Caldwell. In 2022, Gianno's 18-year-old brother, Christian, was shot and killed in Chicago. And in a recent opinion piece, Gianno urges Trump to deploy the National Guard to that city immediately. Gianno joins me now, and he also wrote the new book, The Day My Brother Was Murdered, My Journey Through America's Violent Crime Crisis, a very important book for everyone who's interested in this topic to read. Gianno, you have such a deep and painful connection to this story and to this city in particular. So let me ask you this. When you hear somebody like J.B. Pritzker or Brandon Johnson come out and say, look, there's nothing to see here, there's no problem here, crime is going down, aren't they overlooking some of the most underserved communities that are feeling this pain almost every day?
I mean, they're intentionally lying about what the realities are in the city of Chicago. I remember the White House just mentioned almost 150,000 crimes committed just this year alone. That's insane. What we're seeing now is Democrats, whether it be locally, J.B. Pritzker or Mayor Brandon Johnson or Gavin Newsom, locally or nationally, are in a tailspin. The lies that they have been telling, the American people are not capitulating to. What they're seeing in Washington, D.C., with Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and many others at the helm, is results. They know that if they send out what we see in National Guard in many instances and other federal agencies, that we would see reductions. And that same model can be copied to some extent in Chicago and in Illinois. Democrats know that it's been effective. What they wanted was chaos. They wanted confusion. They wanted to see protests and violence occur on our streets and pushback to the Trump administration. But that's not what they've gotten. They've gotten residents who've embraced the actions of our president, and they want to see more of that around the country. That's why Democrats are now trying to act, because they know that this will be a major issue in the midterms. So they're trying to take that issue off the table.
Well, not far from here in the nation's capital is a city that is known for violence. Baltimore has had a rough history, and their crime stats are coming back down. But I want to play this moment where an MSNBC anchor actually had to check the Baltimore mayor and remind him that he's got one of the highest crime rates anywhere in the country. Watch this.
Listen, we know how to continue to reduce violence here in Baltimore City. We have the fewest amount of homicides in 50 years on record, and that's because of what we're doing in our comprehensive violence prevention plan.
Your city has seen this big drop in homicides this year, but it still has one of the highest crime rates in the country, and there are still dozens of people who have been killed. What is your plan to accelerate the crackdown on the violence?
So he goes on and he lists a lot of these social programs, but he doesn't talk about increasing police safety. Gianno, what do you think actually works?
Well, you know what? Kimberly Klacik, as we know, she ran for Congress. She had that very popular ad walking in her heels through Baltimore showing the blight and the crime that exists there. She did a very good job highlighting the national crisis, or rather the crisis that exists in Baltimore. Yes, you need to increase police presence. You need to hire more police, but you also need to unhandcuff the police, which is what a lot of Democrat mayors have been doing. They don't allow their police to operate. Obviously, we want safety and protection. We don't want to have civil liberties violated or anything like that, but it's time to get tough on crime. We've had enough of this passive policy that has been pushed nationally in the name of criminal justice reform when it's in fact been justice for the criminal. It is time out for that. President Trump is showing how you get it done. And this should be a model that should be copied in many of the states. He's offered to partner with these places. Maybe they say, oh, we don't want you to have full control. Well, you can partner because the people are demanding it, especially in places like Chicago where my innocent teenage baby brother Christian was murdered. We must push back on these soft on crime policies.
Well, it is, this has been such a political loser for the left, and I think they're starting to realize it. I don't know if they're making any different actions, but this is a new op-ed by a Democrat that's arguing that for crime, the Democrats still don't get it. And here's a pullout from this op-ed from The Hill. He says, on the issue of crime, the Republicans have been playing my fellow Democrats like a fiddle for 50 years, and now we're getting played again. It's all part of Trump's effort to protect law and order, according to a White House fact sheet. And the Democrats' response? The GOP is exaggerating the problem. It's stoking racism by highlighting African-American criminality, and it's promoting a federal militarization of policing, which places our entire democracy in peril. But in America, the party that seems weaker on crime will always lose. So Democrats need to stop downplaying the problem, even if the facts are on our side. Gianno, your final word.
100% agree that the Democrats know that they're losing on this issue. I started the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org. I encourage people to support our efforts there to ensure that these elected officials who don't want to be honest about the crime issue, who want to be soft on crime, can be pushed out of office no matter what level of government they're in. We have to change the trajectory of our country. Lives are literally on the line.
Well, Gianno, thank you for coming on, and thank you for sharing your brother's story. I know he'd be really proud of you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.